signal caller can lead them to... Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, the Baylor Bears. The Bear, here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the look at it here. And Jesse, if there is an old warhorse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just when they're looking run, now up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Looking for the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and
looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And that is what a team... number beside their name, by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Baylor Bears offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
Tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Bears decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here's the return. Slips through the line. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll pull it down. Got the first himself. Oh, he's got some space. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. Running behind that left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. they actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. He's looking downfield to throw. Sets up the screen. Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. The Bears in the hurry up. They'll throw it from the red zone. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Throws to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back has it. Look out, he's got room. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can...
Turning it on! They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Bears have pushed it inside the 20. Takes the handoff. It's Kamara. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes they put you in a hole. Adjusting. Now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Under fire. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Dropping back, it's Casey. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Gonna look downfield again. Gets it out quickly. No chance to run, but still a good game. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Baylor!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. The Gators headed quickly to the line. They'll try the run. He's out past the 35. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. And that is incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Now on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Creates a little space. There he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes his man miss. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Forced out of the pocket. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. From the gun, the ground game. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
The Gators will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can.
He's got it on the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Bears moving quickly to the line.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the match,
is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense. It's a third down stop. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the one, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Quickly out to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Running into the open space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. Got the first down and more. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
this shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. High the chains now on 2nd and long. He might want another play. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. Trying to get behind the defense. Picked off. Trying to take it back.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Scanning the field, it's Casey. Rushes on him. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. Powers and runs through another one. Touchdown, Gator! And the pummeling has started. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's That's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Right on the money. He breaks a tackle. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. The Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The defense has set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them.
Got room on the return. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give on the option. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Hold the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more on the board with a trip to the house. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. They get set to snap it. Time winding down here in the quarter. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Runs through a tackle. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Cantrell. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? Probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. He's tackled right on the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team.
And he pumps it up inside the 20. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Baylor.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in.
Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Florida, 56.
Takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking for room. It's Stockton. Picks his way. Out to the 27.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. Nice move to pick up yardage. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Bears look to keep this drive humming. Back to pass, it's Cantrell. Quickly to the tight end.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Turning it on. Quick step and go. He's going for the goal line. He goes out of bounds, and he is really close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll try to pound their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And with that last touchdown now, they're...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. They go 83 yards on the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be... down after a solid effort on that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. He's got his man, makes the grab. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw the yard line. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
He wants to change this route. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, you're
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw, it's Cantrell. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated.